you. I'm the host of He Said, She Said, and I wanted to just run something by you here while I still have you here during this time. I'm away on vacation. Why I'm speaking very quietly. The house is asleep where I am, and I just wanted to see who out there talks to themselves. When you're alone, when you're by yourself, do you talk to yourself? Trust me, it's normal. It's okay if you live alone, or if in the moments when you are alone, that you talk to yourself. But let me ask you a question. How do you know you're just talking to yourself? Is it possible that you are communicating with the supernatural, that you're communicating with God? You think that when you talk to yourself and things begin to happen, that it's you doing it, that you actually have the power to do it based upon what you're saying? Let me break it to you, not that powerful. We are powerful, we have power, we have authority. But the same way that we communicate to ourselves, or the way that we talk out loud or think out loud, that's as real as we want to be when we're talking to God. That realness, that level of openness, transparency, honesty, all that. God already knows what we're thinking before we even thought of it. He knew us before we knew ourselves. So he wants us to be real with him. That's what relationship is all about, being transparent, being open, communicating. So a lot of the times we think that we are talking to ourselves. He hears us. He hears everything that we say. He hears every prayer. But our prayers are nothing more than a conversation. And that's what he wants. He wants real conversation, real dialogue, not where we're just speaking all the time. We're saying everything, but also he wants us to listen to him. He wants us to be able to tap into what he's doing, knowing what he's wanting us to do. That's what it's about. Relationships is about communication, and communication is not just speaking, it's also listening. Are we listening? Are we continually going after what he wants us to go after based upon what he's told us? Somebody out there needs to hear the fact that we're thinking that we're talking to ourselves when God is really communicating with us and we're communicating with him. Don't let that slip you up. That misconstruing of that information is not supposed to be hanging you up, because a lot of the times we are feeling as though we're not heard, which is what makes us speak to ourselves or talk out loud or think out loud. We're thinking through our thoughts. We're talking through our thoughts. And in those moments, that's when God is listening. He's always listening, but he's paying attention to what we're saying, because we're getting really honest. We don't have somebody around us that's causing us to filter our thoughts. If we're alone by ourselves, we feel as though we can be the most open. But that's where God really wants to hear us. He wants to hear us when we feel most open. We feel safe releasing that information. And in that moment, he's able to really come through for us in a mighty way. So trust in him. Trust that he's hearing your prayers and that he'll answer them. And watch what he'll do. Listen, I hope that this has helped someone. And feel free to like, subscribe, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And may God continue to bless you. Have a very safe weekend.